Today we're going to read a story, and as we read the story, we're going to act it out. And as we act it out, we're going to do a little bit of math. I like math. I hope you do too. The name of the story is The Doorbell Rang, written by Pat Hutchins. The doorbell rang. "I've made some cookies for tea," said Ma. "Good," said Victoria and Sam. "We're starving." "Share them between yourselves," said Ma. "I made plenty." Let's see how many she made. Here's the plate of cookies. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they're supposed to share them between themselves. So we have a plate for Victoria and a plate for Sam. Let's see how many each of them gets. Take a guess and see if you can figure it out before I put them on the plates. Think about it. Now let's share them. 1 on each plate, then another, then another, then another, and another, and then the last 2. So we had 12 cookies to start with. Let's see if they each got an equal amount. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Victoria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Sam. So we started with 12 cookies and we shared them between 2 people and they each got 6. So that was a fair share. Let's see what happens next. "That's 6 each," said Sam and Victoria. We were right. "They look as good as Grandma," said Victoria. "They smell as good as Grandma," said Sam. "No one makes cookies like Grandma," said Ma as the doorbell rang. What's going to happen? Let's see. It was Tom and Hannah from next door. "Come in," said Ma. "You can share the cookies." Okay, so now we've got more people to share the cookies with. So it's no longer just Sam and Victoria. Now we have Tom and Hannah. So that makes 4 children. We still have the same number of cookies. We have 12 cookies. So I wonder how many each one of them will get. Let's see. We'll put 1 on each plate. Is it going to be more than 6 or less than 6? 2 on each plate. 3 on each plate. 'So we have 4 children, and we shared them between the 4. We shared 12 cookies, and they each got 3. So we started with 12. We shared them between 4 children. They each got 3 cookies. Okay, let's see what happens next. "That's 3 each," said Sam and Victoria. "They smell as good as your grandma," said Tom. "And look as good," said Hannah. "No one makes cookies like Grandma," said Ma as the doorbell rang. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? You think we're gonna have more children come? It was Peter and his little brother. Come in, said Ma. You can share the cookies. So we have 2 more children. We have Victoria and Sam, Hannah and Tom, and Peter and his little brother. And we still just have 12 cookies. So are they going to get more than 3 or less than 3? Let's find out. We're going to share them equally by putting 1 on each plate. We still have some left. Let's see if there's enough for each person to have another. Yes, they each got 2. So we had 12 cookies. We divided them between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And that gave us 2 cookies on each plate. Okay, let's see what happens next. That's 2 each, said Victoria and Sam. We were right again. They look as good as your grandma's, and they smell as good. Nobody makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma as the doorbell rang. Okay, let's see what happens now. It was Joy and Simon and their 4 cousins. Come in, said Ma. You can share the cookies. Look at the children's faces. They aren't as happy as they were before because they're realizing the more people that you share it with, the fewer cookies you get. And we have Joy and Simon and 4 cousins. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 6 more plates. Let's put the cookies back on Ma's plate. We need 6 more plates. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's make sure we have enough. We had 6 children, 6 more joined. You know what 6 plus 6 is? It's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's share the cookies. 1 on each plate. Just enough. So we had 12 cookies and we shared them between 12 children and they each got 1. So 12 shared between 12 means each person gets 1. Let's see what happens next. That's 1 each, said Sam and Victoria. They smell as good as your grandma, said Joy. They look as good, said Simon. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma. as the doorbell rang. Uh-oh. That's one each. What's going to happen? And rang. Whoa, they're afraid to answer it. Why are they afraid to answer it? Yeah, because if somebody else comes, they're not each going to get a cookie. Oh dear, said Ma as the children stared at the cookies on their plates. Perhaps you better eat them before we open the door. We'll wait, said Sam. What a nice boy. He wanted to share with whoever was coming over. It was Grandma with an enormous tray of cookies. How nice to have so many friends to share them with, said Grandma. It's a good thing I made a lot. And no one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, as the doorbell rang. So this is a fun story to act out because you can use cookies or you can use just little pieces of paper to figure out the math involved. We found that when we had 12 cookies and we shared them with 12 children, they each got one. Here's a question I have for you. Grandma brought in a big tray of cookies. Big tray. Pretend that there were 24 cookies on that tray. If there were 24 cookies, how would you share them between two children? How many would each child get? How about if you shared 24 cookies with 4 children, or 6 children, or 12 children? How about if there were 18 cookies? How would you share those equally between those children? Act out the story. Use different numbers and see if you can find the answers.